Is your support email inbox just piling up with requests and questions that it takes you forever to get to? Or maybe you have taken over someone else's support inbox and it takes you a long time to get an answer about how is it that you're supposed to even answer this question that's coming through. Well, if that sounds like you, I have a solution for you. We're going to be using ClickUp to create our own customer service ticketing system. I'm so excited for this. This has been a game changer in our business. We've had so many support tickets come through, and sometimes they sit there for longer than I would like to admit. This is a way that is going to come up with answers using AI and using a knowledge base that we're going to train our AI customer service bot on all the things about our business. So here we go. If you are using Gmail or a Google Workspace for your support email, this is going to be really easy. So let's dive in and I'm going to show you how we're going to start building out our customer service doc. If you don't have a customer service doc of like, this is how you should answer these questions, I'm going to get you started here. So let's dive into our email. So your email probably looks like this. Hopefully yours is also at inbox 0, but we're going to go through and we are going to use this new feature where it has our Gemini that is built into our Gmail. So if I come here to Gemini, I can then ask it a question. So I can say, look at the last 90 days of sent emails and create a comprehensive guide on how to answer the emails coming into the inbox. So we can actually have AI build a whole Q&A answer sequence on how do we answer questions that are coming through based off of what has already happened. So I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. It's going to go through and build all of this out. It's going to look through all of the emails. It's going to create this comprehensive guide of how you are supposed to answer emails. So a lot of the things we have is on memberships, counseling, deactivation, refund request, questions about our boot camps that we have, schedules. So this is building everything out for us. Hiring specialists, certifications that we have. So it builds all of this out, bringing in all these sources. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit copy. Then we're going to dive into ClickUp. So inside ClickUp, I have our customer service space. So you want to have a space that's built out just for customer service to handle all of your support questions that are coming through. Up here at the top, I am going to add a new view and I want to add in a document. This document that we're creating right here, I'm going to call this the Customer Service Handbook. Then I'm going to paste all of that information right here. So now we're starting to build this handbook of what are the guidelines, what are the things that we want to be able to answer when we have these help desk tickets come in. The other thing we want to do right here, it's set to list because we just created the space. So I'm going to rename this and this is going to be called emails. The other list that we need to create, let's add in another list. Let's call this list tasks. So those are the two lists that you are going to need to create. You have one for emails and then you have one for tasks. So then every time we have an email that comes in, it's going to come on our email list. And then I'm going to show you how to create an automation to create tasks. If there's things that the email is asking us to do, we can create tasks out of that. And all this is going to happen automatically. So now that we have that set up, if we come back to our emails, to our handbook here, if there's anything else that you know comes up a lot inside your customer service inbox, and you have maybe templates that are written that you already have put together, you can put all of that into this handbook. So it doesn't matter how long this is, you can just fill this up with all of your information of this is how to answer certain questions, especially links. We have an update your credit card link, and every time someone asks for it, I always have to search for it because I can never find it. So this way AI will be able to find it for you. So put all the links in there, what those links are used for, so that way it can go through and read everything and it's going to know how to best help and support your customers. All right, so diving back into ClickUp, the next thing that we need to do is we need to have all of our emails that we have that are coming to our support inbox to come into ClickUp as a task. So I don't know if you know this, but you can actually email a list. So to do that, we're going to come to our emails. If you click on this three little dots right here, then you go to email to list. This is going to give you the email address to email to this list. So I'm going to copy that. We are going to go back into our Gmail. Or if you are using something else besides Gmail, then you can set something up like this with whatever email service provider you're using. But you're going to come here to settings, and we're going to go to all settings and forwarding. So we just want to find forwarding right here. So you can see I have this set up already that it's going to forward all of my incoming mail to my ClickUp list. So this is something we already have set up. If you don't have this set up, you can click on add forwarding address, and that's where you're going to paste this one right here. And then you're going to click next. Once it does that, it's going to send an email. So it will send an email to this list that you then have to just confirm that, yes, this is the list we want to send emails to. Once you've done that, then all the emails that get sent to that email inbox is going to come up as a task here inside ClickUp. The next thing we're going to do is build an AI agent. Now, that may sound a little bit scary, but agents are built into ClickUp. It is a paid feature for this, but if you are on the free version, you do have 50 credits that you can use to test this out. So test this out, see if this is something that you like. If it is, then I would highly suggest upgrading to getting the AI inside ClickUp. There's lots of great things you can use, but AI agents is just one of the things that I'm going to show you how to use today. So to build this agent out, we're going to come up here to the top where it says agents. And there's these agents that are already built in, but we actually want to create a new agent. So here is, if you've used ClickUp automations, you're going to look at this and say, okay, I totally know how to use this. This looks pretty similar to creating automations. The first thing here, when something is triggered, is going to say, when do you want this to trigger? So really, this is anytime a task is created, because we want our AI agent to respond to all of the emails that are coming through. Next, we need to build out our AI agent. So there's 3 different things that we can give an agent. First is instructions. This is telling our agent, what do we want you to do? How do we want you to act? What are some of the responsibilities that you have? So I have a prompt for this. It's going to be in the description that you can just copy and paste in right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. All right, so once we have that, then we're going to come down here to the knowledge base. So this is where we're giving our agent the knowledge that we just created, our Customer Service Handbook. So to do this right here, we're going to click on Add Task or Docs. We're going to add a doc, and the doc that we're adding is our Customer Service Handbook. Now, every single time that we update our Customer Service Handbook, so let's say we have a question that comes in and we don't have an answer for it, our AI creates an email that's like, I'm not really sure how to answer this, but I'll get right back to you, because that's what we have it trained to do. Then you can say, this is how I would answer this question. You put it back in your Customer Service Handbook, and now you're training your AI how to answer these questions every single time. So we give that as the knowledge that the AI agent is going to have. Next, we want to look at tools. So what kind of tools are we going to be adding to our agent? Right now, it can manage tasks, and it also can post tasks as comments. The other thing that we want to give it options to do is to create a task, because one of the things that is in our list is to create a task right here. So this means that if we someone sends us an email, and let's say that the email is to cancel their subscription, and we need to manually cancel that for them. What this will do is it will say, okay, we're going to cancel this for you. It will create a task that says this person needs to be canceled. Another thing that we do in our business is we run monthly boot camps. And in the boot camps, when people are participating, we give away $25 Amazon gift cards, and they have to email in to claim their prize. Well, when that happens, we need to send the Amazon gift card to our members that have participated in our boot camp. If you're interested in our boot camp, there also will be a link in the description for that, for our next upcoming boot camp. So they're super fun, and you could earn a $25 Amazon gift card. So why not come to our next one? So with that said, we want to make sure that we have tasks created. So we need to give it a tool, so that way it can create that. So here we're going to say create a task. Now we don't want this in emails. Remember, we had created that list already that's called tasks. So that's where we want our AI agent to build that task. We want it to be put into that task section. All right, once we have all that information, we're good to go. So we're going to click on create and save. Now we have our agent here. It's just named agent number 1. We can go in and change it if you want to give it a name or whatever you want there. So there is our agent. It's all set up here. So let's test this out now. Let's go to our list and we're going to pretend that we just got an email in. So let's say this is called cancel my membership. So this will be the subject line of the email as it comes through. And then we're going to say, all right, pretty simple email that's coming through. Let's have it create a task and let's see what happens. It takes a second for the agent to go in, do the work, look at the handbook, and then come back and make a suggestion for this. All right, so here we have right here, the agent has responded and said, thank you for reaching out, letting us know you want to cancel your membership. I'll make sure that everything is running smoothly. I'm going to escalate to this team. We're going to take care of it in 1 to 2 business days. We have all of our emails come from Sophie. Sophie is our client success director. So we already have it set up that Sophie is going to be the one that is going to actually be sending these emails. So Sophie runs our whole email inbox right here. So now we have this all done. The next step is, okay, we have this written, but now how do we send this to the client? If we come down here to comments, you can actually send an email straight from the comment section inside ClickUp. So we're going to come to email. And if you don't have an email set up, you can just click this link right here and link an email. It's real easy to get an email of where you're going to be sending these emails from. So you're going to link that email. Then we are going to create a subject. So I just use the same subject line as cancel my membership. Then I can just take this, copy it, paste. Once that's all there, I can click send. It's not going to let me send right now because I don't have an email set up. But that is how you can then just take this and then send it over. Now, if you know anything about ClickUp automations, you can also add automations into this. So let's say that you want all of the assignees to be assigned to one person. So every single email that comes through into your support email inbox, like for us, it would be assigned to Sophie. Or if you want to have it assigned to maybe a virtual assistant that's running your inbox, or if you are the virtual assistant doing the inbox, you can have it automatically assigned to you. If you want to add due dates, you can also add in due dates through the automations. So let's walk through how to set up an automation if you're new to that. You're just going to come here to automate, and we are going to create an automation. And this looks very similar to what the AI agent looked like. You're just going to say what is going to be the trigger. So there's all these different triggers here. This is going to be when a task is created. Then what do we want it to do? We're not going to really change the task, but we could look through here. Maybe we are going to change the name, change the status. We could, if we go all the way up to the top here, we could apply a template, we could create a list, or you can just do a search. So we're going to look at assignee. So right here, we're going to change assignee. We're going to change this to, I'll just put this to me right now. Also, if you want to do a due date, you can also do a due date. If you are on the free version of ClickUp, you can only do one automation at a time. If you are on a paid version of ClickUp, then you could actually go in and just have it say, I want to, whenever a task is created, you're going to assign it to me. You're going to set this as the due date, and you can really put all of that in there. The other thing that we can do in these automations, I'm going to go ahead and create this one, is if we come back up here to agents, so you can see now that we have automations and we have agents set up, we have these little number ones right here. So that's showing us that we have one agent that is going to be on this list, and we also have one automation that's set up. One more thing that we can add to this is here under the tools, if you want to have the comment that the AI agent is creating to also be assigned to someone, what you could do is come here to the add tool, and we are going to assign the comment. So here we can assign this comment and the message to a user. So if we come up here, if you look at the very last thing, create a response and post in the comments section, and then assign the task to Sophie. So we have that, we're giving it the tool so it's able to do that. And then we're also telling it to assign this to Sophie. So Sophie will see when a comment is posted that it's going to be assigned to her. And really, that's it. That's how you can create a whole customer service system inside ClickUp that uses AI to answer all of your customer support tickets. And it's going to get smarter and smarter and smarter as you add to your customer service handbook. This is really going to help you to save so much time, because you also don't have to think about how do I answer this, or how should I say something, or I know that there is a template that we have saved somewhere that talks about how I'm supposed to answer this. You can put all that information into your customer service handbook, and that's going to tell AI exactly how to answer things, and then you just respond to the email, then mark that ticket as complete and move on to the next one. Hopefully this saves you so much time when it comes to your support inbox, and I want you to keep thinking strategically.